This is what he was brought on to do.
Helado, así, ahí está. Ahí está.
Es el orgullo de Laguna Larga, como deportista, primero como persona, de muy buena familia, después como deportista, espero que tenga todo el éxito que se merece, su mamá, sus hermanos, él, es un chico de bien, un chico humilde, un chico trabajador, y yo sinceramente le deseo de todo.
Before the world would come to know him as La Joya, Paulo Dybala was just a boy with a dream that took shape in the heart of Argentina, at a small club called Instituto de Córdoba. In 2011, at just 17 years old, Dybala broke into Instituto's first team. But this was no ordinary debut. He wasn't just the youngest player on the field, he was a rising star, scoring goals with a poise and maturity far beyond his years.
Va llevándola por el centro, Gagliardi, ¡gol!
Sacó Galíndez, le quedó a Dybala, Dybala en el rebote al arco. Sabe amor. 35, es el momento indicado. Paulo tiró. ¡Gol! ¡Gol! Quedó el Zapa levantó para Paulito, si la pudiera bajar. Gol de Paulo, gol de Paulo, gol de Paulo, gol de Paulo. ¡Gol! ¡Gol!
17 goals in his first professional season. He shattered records, becoming the youngest goal scorer in the club's history, surpassing even the great Mario Kempes. From the streets of Córdoba, Paulo Dybala's journey was only just beginning. The world had yet to see the brilliance that was about to unfold. At just 18 years old, Dybala was signed by Palermo, a club known for discovering raw talent. But it was no easy transition. In a foreign land, far from home, he would have to prove himself all over again. It didn't take long for him to adapt. With every match, his confidence grew. He began to showcase his natural flair, a low center of gravity, quick feet, and that signature left foot that defenders struggled to contain. His ability to glide past defenders with ease, turning tight spaces into opportunities, made him a nightmare for opposition defenses. But it wasn't just about finesse. Dybala had a keen eye for goal, whether from a free kick, a well-timed volley, or a left-footed strike from outside the box. He knew how to find the back of the net. By his third season, he was no longer just a promising talent. He was the leader of the team, Palermo's go-to man in critical moments. With 13 goals in Serie A that season, Dybala wasn't just scoring. He was guiding Palermo to safety in one of Italy's most competitive leagues. His brilliance on the pitch was impossible to ignore. His performances caught the attention of Europe's elite. And in 2015, Juventus, the Italian giants, came calling. Juventus wasn't just a new chapter. It was a new stage, a grander stage. Under the lights of Turin, Dybala would become La Joya, the jewel in the crown of Italian football. The setting couldn't have been more perfect, a clash against Lazio in the Supercoppa Italiana. For Dybala, it wasn't just a debut. It was a chance to prove himself in front of millions, wearing the colors of a club that demands greatness. Then, in the 73rd minute, it happened.
Mandzukic da fondo campo, il colpo di testa, il pallone che arriva dalle parti di Dybala e bagna nella maniera migliore il suo debutto in bianconero con un sinistro imprendibile per Marchetti sull'assist di Pogba. Dybala, Juventus 2, Lazio 0.
With that goal, Dybala didn't just score. He began his journey at Juventus, a journey that would see him become one of the most celebrated players in the club's history. For Paulo Dybala, this was just the beginning. But in that moment, the world knew. A star had been born in Turin. At Juventus, Dybala's rise was meteoric. In his debut season, he scored 23 goals, becoming the club's top scorer. His flair, his vision, and his deadly left foot made him one of the most feared attackers in Europe. But while dominating Italy was one thing, the biggest challenge awaited in Europe. The UEFA Champions League, the ultimate stage where legends are made or broken. And in 2017, Dybala had his moment.
Lateral del área, va a encarar ahí a Mathieu, Cuadrado se va a hacer por fuera, no, lo hace por dentro, bola para Dybala, gol. ¡Gol!
For many, it's just a celebration, a moment of joy after a goal. But for Paulo Dybala, this mask carries a deeper meaning, one rooted in strength, focus, and overcoming challenges.
El Milan, y bueno, había sido el último penal de nosotros y después el Milan convirtió, entonces perdimos la final y bueno, fueron unas ocasiones horribles porque yo me quedé pensando mucho en ese penal, en cómo superar ese momento. A lo mejor fue así como surgió la idea de la máscara, de mi festejo, de la máscara de un gladiador, pero bueno, no es solamente una celebración de un gol, tiene un mensaje atrás que es siempre salir adelante después de que suceden cosas.
Exactitud y precisión, ahí juega Mandzukic, pelota atrás, viene Dybala, gol. Gol. Desde atrás, el gladiador, la joya, marca el segundo cuando lo han seguido.
Though the Champions League trophy eluded him, Dybala's performance had cemented his status as one of Europe's elite. Every defender feared him, and every fan adored him. He wrapped up the season with 19 goals in 48 appearances, a solid performance. But the real breakthrough was just around the corner, with the next season promising to be even greater. In 2017, Paulo Dybala was handed the legendary number 10 jersey, a number that carries the weight of history. It's the shirt worn by icons like Roberto Baggio and Alessandro Del Piero. For Juventus, it's more than just a number. It's a symbol of leadership, responsibility, and greatness. With the 10 on his back, Paulo Dybala was ready to write his own chapter in the legacy of Juventus. He started the season on fire, 10 goals in his first 6 Serie A matches. Every touch, every shot seemed effortless, yet precise. Dybala wasn't just scoring, he was dominating.
Adesso attacca la Juve, Mandzukic dentro, Dybala! Eccolo, il gol numero 50 con la maglia bianconera. Sassuolo 0, Juventus 1, sempre Paulo Dybala. Per Cuadrado, che cerca Dybala in area di rigore con la punta! Paulo Dybala, doppietta e 2-0 Juventus dopo 4 minuti del secondo tempo. Va Dybala! Un'altra tripletta! per Paulo Dybala, Sassuolo 1, Juventus 3.
Una mano che non c'è Dybala, Dybala vicino alla rigore, Dybala col mancino, gol, 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 Enrico, gol, 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 Higuaín dentro l'area di rigore, attenzione, pallonettino, gol, 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 gol di Paulino, la doppietta di Paulino, la doppietta di Paulino.
His contribution was instrumental in Juventus winning their 7th consecutive Scudetto. His performances in Europe, particularly against Tottenham in the Champions League, showed his ability to perform on the biggest stages. This wasn't just a season of personal records or highlight reel goals, it was a season of leadership and responsibility. In many ways, the Juventus shirt fit him differently now. No longer just the young, exciting talent, Dybala was becoming the man to carry the team forward. Dybala finished the season with his highest ever goal tally. The 2017-18 season cemented Paulo Dybala as one of Europe's finest, a player who wasn't just about potential anymore, he was world-class. By the end of the season, Dybala had racked up 26 league goals, a personal best, and 7 assists in Serie A. He was involved in almost every attack, every key moment for Juventus. After the heights of 2017-18, Paulo Dybala entered the 2018-19 season with heavy expectations on his shoulders. But football can be unpredictable, and this season, nothing seemed to go as planned. The arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo changed everything. Suddenly, Juventus had a new focal point, and Dybala found himself adjusting to a different role. The spotlight had shifted, and with it, so did the team's tactics. For a player used to being the centerpiece of Juventus's attack, it was a difficult adjustment. The team was built around Ronaldo, and Dybala found himself adjusting, playing deeper, wider, and often in unfamiliar positions. He still had his flair, but it was noticeable that he wasn't the main focus of the attack anymore.
Going the direct route for Dybala, and Matuidi and Dybala, and somehow between them they contrived to get the opening goal. Paulo Dybala, his first of the season.
He scored his first goal of the season after 6 matches. Reminder that in his last season he had 10 goals in the same time period. Dybala was gaining momentum, it seemed. He got the captain armband versus Empoli and Cagliari. He even scored in the first minute against Cagliari.
Dybala, as the flag stayed down, it has still Dybala twisting and turning. Can he finish? Oh, that's a dream start for Juventus! And there's no lapses in concentration this week from the Bianconeri.
Unfortunately, he didn't score many after that. Dybala had 12 consecutive matches without scoring a single goal. It took time. For much of the 2018-19 season, the arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo cast a shadow over Dybala's role at Juventus. 2 world-class talents, each with their own style, searching for a way to coexist. But then, something changed. The understanding grew, the chemistry blossomed. It wasn't just about playing alongside each other, it was about thriving together, as 2 forces united for one goal. That connection came to life against Frosinone. Ronaldo found Dybala with a pinpoint pass, a touch, a turn, and the ball curled into the top corner. Vintage Dybala.
Ronaldo finds Dybala. Oh, what a goal! Paulo Dybala! An outstanding finish. And Dybala scores in the league for the first time since the first weekend of November.
Moments later, it was Ronaldo's turn to find the net.
Finds Mandzukic, and Ronaldo has his goal. 3-0 Juventus.
It was a season of adjustment, one that didn't go as planned. Dybala, after shining so brightly the year before, finished with just 10 goals in 42 appearances, a far cry from his previous heights. After a season filled with challenges and doubt, Paulo Dybala entered the 2019-20 campaign with something to prove. The critics questioned his future at Juventus, but La Joya, the jewel, was not ready to fade. This was his time to shine again.
His fair share of success as well. Here's Dybala. And Dybala to drive it! Sarri took a risk and it has paid off! 4 minutes in! Dybala for Juve! A priceless goal! Nicely done by Higuain. Here goes Dybala! Juve find their hero! Dybala again against Milan. For the 7th time in Serie A, it's him who breaks their hearts. And finally, they have their goal.
He didn't just return, he came back stronger. From crucial assists to unforgettable goals, Dybala was the driving force behind Juventus's attack. His creativity, vision, and flair reignited the Bianconeri, and once again, he became the heartbeat of the team.
In Russia, suggested Lokomotiv had no chance. Here's Dybala! Oh, it's a fabulous goal from Paulo Dybala!
Goes for goal and gets a goal. Surprise, surprise. Oh, what a strike by Paulo Dybala. He's got so many tricks up his sleeve.
Touch there from Ramsey and Dybala! Oh, it's a thrilling goal from the substitute Paulo Dybala. And Juventus now surely have the win. The massive win that takes them back to the top of the Serie A table.
January 15th, 2020. Coppa Italia. A cold night in Turin, but Paulo Dybala was about to set the stage on fire. Juventus faced Udinese, and Dybala, looking more confident than ever, was ready to make his mark.
Higuain, Dybala, Higuain, Dybala, Higuain! Oh, that's wonderful! Magical! The two Argentines combining. Hello, Dybala, it is. Who will take it? He's made the first, and he scored the second. The jewel, La Joya, shines bright in Turin tonight. Dybala will bet one! Well, what can you say about that, other than it's just pure class and pure quality from Paulo Dybala. Wearing the captain's armband tonight, he's put in a captain's performance. What a wonderful footballer he is. Dybala. How good was that? Paulo Dybala with a free kick, so precise, so well placed that the goalkeeper did not even move.
That's a 4 giveaway, and it's Ronaldo for Dybala, who does it again. It is a pearl of a goal as he picks out the top corner. To Cuadrado. Dybala, wonderful balance, wonderful poise, and a quite wonderful goal.
You can see, you can almost feel the fear from the Genoa defenders. Look, everybody steps off him, nobody wants to engage him. It's a last-ditch throw of a tackle at his feet, but once he's in that position, he is in complete control of where he wants the ball to go.
Dybala, lovely drop of the shoulder again, and another beautiful goal. Just over 2 minutes it's taken. Paulo Dybala with the first goal in a Juve match yet again.
With 17 goals and 14 assists in all competitions, Dybala was back to his best. combining with Ronaldo in a partnership that terrorized defenses across Europe. It was supposed to be his season, the chance to build on his past successes. But fate had other plans. The 2020-21 campaign became an uphill battle, marked by sidelining injuries and unforeseen setbacks that shadowed every step. Each setback led to another pause, another wait. For the fans, he was missed. For Paulo, it was a test of patience, watching from the sidelines, feeling the weight of missed moments and lost time. But true resilience isn't found in triumph. It's in the struggle to return. Paulo knew he had to fight his way back, step by step. Every return to the pitch held hope, and every touch of the ball was a reminder of what he could still do.
Well, he controls this cross really well. He slices underneath it, slices it into the box. Look at the leap that Ronaldo gets here above the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper jumps too late.
Dybala for Chiesa, beautifully done! Oh, it's a thrilling goal from Juve!
Even as his season's minutes added up slowly, his determination didn't fade. A goal here, an assist there, each small contribution a personal victory, a quiet testament to his commitment.
Rodrigo Bentancur, now Dybala! Oh, that is some comeback! A player with much to prove, and the journey back to brilliance starts right here.
That's what he can do. He has got great ability.
Classic Dybala. And Dybala's played through here. They won't get to him. They won't get to him. And Juve have their fourth. Paulo Dybala. Kicking out the old year, lifting off the new year. Revitalised, resplendent and regal. Juventus 4, Udinese 1.
Comes Kulusevski, and he spots Dybala, and here is the moment, and there is the goal. In the same game that Ronaldo brought up his century, Paulo Dybala also has goal number 100 for Juventus, and it restores their two-goal cushion.
This wasn't his finest season, nor his most glorious. But in the quiet fight to stay ready, to come back, and to never give in, Paulo Dybala showed the heart of a true champion. And even in the shadow of struggle, the jewel never lost its shine. After a difficult season of setbacks, Paulo Dybala returned to the pitch for Juventus in 2021 with renewed energy and the determination to leave his mark.
Bentancur, who has gone for the return. And an early goal for Juventus, scored by Paulo Dybala. Statement of intent right at the beginning of the new campaign.
The fans had waited, and Dybala delivered. Goal after goal, assist after assist, he reminded the world of the talent that had made him a Juventus icon.
Nicely done for Paulo Dybala! Juve's two true superstars combined. Chiesa for Dybala, and in the blink of an eye, it's 1-1.
But off the pitch, a quiet uncertainty lingered. Talks of contracts, future plans, questions that no one wanted to ask, but everyone knew were coming.
Juventus forward Paulo Dybala is to leave the club in the summer after fresh talks failed to find a resolution over his current future. The striker's agent held discussions for around 2 hours with club representatives today regarding the Argentina international's plans beyond this season. Dybala's current contract expires in the summer and he won't sign a new deal with the Turin club.
Through every moment, Dybala gave his all, knowing this might be his last dance with the club he loved. And as the season drew to a close, it was clear. His time with Juventus would end here, in front of the fans who had been with him since the beginning. was the end of an era, but for Paulo Dybala, it was also the beginning of something new. The chance to step into a different role, in a new city, with a fresh challenge. The fans welcomed him with open arms, and Paulo quickly showed them why he had come.
Dybala rushing through. Paulo Dybala going alone. Dybala! His first Serie A goal for Roma. And what a beauty. Abraham. Dybala slides. 100 goals in Serie A for Paulo Dybala.
Week after week, Dybala brought his fire to the field, scoring goals, creating chances, and leading Roma to moments that thrilled their supporters. Each touch, every celebration, it was clear he was here to make an impact.
It's on as well. Here's Dybala. Dybala! The substitute gets it done, and the Roma starman once again on the score sheet. Those boots come packing with skills and talent. And since those boots have been at Roma's service, Paulo Dybala has been exceptional. Ti amo Dybala, we love you Dybala.
Dybala was thriving in Serie A, but a new challenge awaited him, the Europa League. Here, he found a different arena to showcase his brilliance, one that demanded both skill and heart. He stepped up to the challenge, shining in each game. And in the critical match against Feyenoord, he was the hero Roma needed. Minute 89. Roma are losing 2-1. The ball is sent to Dybala. That's his moment.
Pellegrini, was he pulled back there? It didn't matter. Dybala has produced when it mattered.
Subbed in when the team needed him most, Dybala delivered, scoring the decisive goal that pushed Roma closer to the final. But before we dive into the Europa League final, let's take a look back at the 2022. Even though he played only limited minutes, his commitment to Argentina's journey was unwavering. In a tournament where every second counts, Dybala was ready when his country called. In the high-stakes final, he stepped onto the pitch during the most intense moments, bringing calm and composure as Argentina battled into penalties.
This is what he was brought on to do. And Dybala does it. Straight down the middle. It's Argentina!
With a World Cup medal around his neck, and now, he had a new goal, to lead Roma to victory in the Europa League. And so, the Europa League final arrived, with Roma facing Sevilla. For Dybala, it was a new shot at glory, a chance to turn the highs of the World Cup into a win for his club. From the start, Dybala fought with everything he had. Every sprint, every pass, every shot carried the hopes of Roma fans across the world.
Aggressively for his team. Through here for Paulo Dybala! Roma rip through! The little Argentine maestro has picked his moment! And Mourinho has his way!
For 90 minutes and beyond, he gave everything to bring Roma their long-awaited European trophy. But fate had different plans. In a heartbreaking end, Roma fell to Sevilla in penalties. For Dybala, it was a loss that stung deeply, a trophy that slipped away by the thinnest of margins. Though this season ended in heartbreak, he left the field that night knowing he'd be back, stronger and more determined than ever.